Hello. In his book, Peking, a Social Survey from 1921, Sidney Gamble is constantly referring to the Boxer Rebellion as a watershed moment. And the reason for that is that in the year 1900, when the Boxer Rebellion took place, then the area over here, the legation quarter, where you had all of the first embassies in Beijing, was held under siege by the Boxers and the Imperial government. These two organizations worked together to try to rid the capital of all foreign influence. But it would prove to be a huge political suicide, because 55 days after, the foreign nations, the 8 allied nations, would come in and occupy Beijing, and that would change the capital forever. Before the year 1900, the gates had been where you took in commodities and taxed them. We are now standing just next to the Tiananmen Gate right here. Originally, the gate behind me was connected to the wall you can see here. The wall obviously had a security or defense purpose, but it was also a wall that delineated a market. The guilds inside of Beijing that controlled the trades were very eager to keep competitors away because the customers were only that many. But in the year 1900, after the foreigners had come into Beijing, they introduced the industrious beast of the locomotive. And right here behind me, you have the first ever train station in Beijing inside of the city walls. And beginning from around the year 1900, you would now have people and commodities flowing into the capital from here. This meant that nothing would be the same anymore. And apart from that, you would also start to have paved roads. You would have missionaries come in and open schools where even women could go. They would also open hospitals. Universities would open. You would have a modern Chinese police force and much more. It was as if what happened after the year 1900 had finally forced modernity upon the old conservative capital. And that is why Sidney Gamble is constantly talking about the year 1900, because what happened in that year was in so many ways more revolutionary than what happened in 1912, when the last emperor, he finally abdicated.